Alright, so here's one of the most requested book summaries on our channel, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. I listened to the full audiobook and took detailed notes so that you don't have to. In this video, we will be covering 23 mind-blowing revelations from the book that will change your money mindset forever. Make sure you stick around until the end because the last few points are hands down my favorite. And if you want the full audiobook after this video, it's in the description below. Now let's dive into the notes. Number 1. There is no such thing as a free lunch. There is always some sort of opportunity cost associated with any decision. It may not be obvious at first, but if you dig deep enough, you can always find the trade-off. For example, when you spend time watching TV, you could be spending that time working and earning more money instead. Or when you decide to take a vacation, you could be using that time to build your business or invest in yourself somehow. So it's important to be aware of the opportunity cost of everything you do so that you can make the best decisions possible. No. 2. What you earn is not the same as what you keep. If you're not careful, you can easily spend all of the money you make without even realizing it. In fact, according to statistics, only about 6% of people are able to save 20% of their income. The key to keeping more of what you earn is to track your spending and cut back on unnecessary expenses. Number 3, far too many people think that life is unfair. But the reality is that we all have the same 24 hours in a day and the same opportunities available to us. What really makes life unfair is when we compare ourselves to others and think that they have it better than us. But the truth is that everyone has their own unique set of challenges and problems to deal with. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, be grateful for what you do have and use that as motivation to achieve your goals. Number 4, luck is a myth. We like to think that good things happen to good people and bad things happen to bad people. But the reality is that life is unpredictable and things happen to everyone, whether we like it or not. What matters most is how we react to the bad things that happen to us and whether or not we allow them to define us. Bad things happen to all of us, but it's up to us to decide how we'll respond. Do we give up and become bitter, or do we pick ourselves up and keep going? Remember, no one has it better than you. Everyone has problems. Some just hide them better. Number 5. Wealth is not the same as income. Income is simply the amount of money you earn each year, while wealth is the value of everything you own. To build wealth, you need to invest your income wisely. This means setting aside a portion of your income each month and investing it in assets that will appreciate in value over time. The goal is to make your money work for you so that you can enjoy more freedom and financial security. Number 6, risk is everywhere. It's important to remember that there is no such thing as a completely safe investment. Even government bonds, which are generally considered to be very safe, still carry a small risk of default. The key is to understand the risks involved in any investment and make sure they are within your tolerance level. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket and always have a plan in place in case something goes wrong. Number 7, good judgment trumps IQ every time. Knowing a lot about finance and investing is great, but it's not nearly as important as having good judgment. After all, even the smartest investors in the world have lost money at times. But the ones who have the best long-term results are those who can make sound judgments even when they don't have all the information they need. This is why it's so important to develop your intuition and learn from your mistakes. Over time, you'll become better at making judgments, and that will lead to better financial results. Number 8. Simple beats complex every time. Most people overcomplicate their finances. They try to come up with elaborate investment strategies and tax plans, when in reality the best approach is usually the simplest one. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, famously said, "Do not look where everybody else is looking." He realized that the best investments are often the ones that are overlooked by other investors. Why? Because people have a tendency to get caught up in the hype and invest in whatever is popular at the moment. But Buffett was different. He looked for undervalued companies that were trading below their intrinsic value, and he held onto them for years, sometimes decades. This is how he was able to generate massive returns and become one of the richest people in the world. Number 9. Easy access to money makes it less valuable. It's easy to take out a loan and buy things we don't need, but doing so makes us less wealthy. When you borrow money, you're essentially giving up a portion of your future income to pay back the loan plus interest. This is why it's important to save money and resist the urge to spend it on things we don't need. Having some of our money locked away makes it less accessible, but it also makes it more valuable. We're forced to live within our means and make smart spending decisions. And when we save a certain percentage of our income consistently, we're well on our way to building wealth. Number 10. You can't trust others with your money. As tempting as it may be to hire a financial advisor or investment manager to handle your money for you, it's important to remember that you are ultimately responsible for your own financial well-being. That means making sure you understand where your money is going and how it's being invested. Of course, it can be helpful to get professional advice, but don't ever give someone else control of your finances. You know your situation better than anyone else, and you're the only one who can truly look out for your interests. Number 11. Wealth is a team sport. It takes a village to raise a child, and it also takes a team of experts to manage your finances. Don't be afraid to ask for help from professionals such as accountants, financial planners, and estate attorneys. By assembling a team of experts, you can ensure that your finances are in good hands and that you're making the most of your money. Number 12. Competition is good. Competition is often seen as a negative thing, but in reality, it can be a good thing. Competition encourages us to improve and provide consumers with better products and services. Without competition, businesses would have no incentive to innovate, and consumers would be stuck paying high prices for subpar products. So the next time you see a competitor, don't see them as a threat. Instead, view them as a motivator to make yourself better. Number 13. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. The power of compound interest is truly amazing. It allows you to earn interest on your initial investment, as well as the interest that has already been earned. This means that your money can grow exponentially over time. If you start investing early and consistently, you can reap the benefits of compound interest for years to come. Number 14. Happiness is not the result of achieving financial success. Rather, it's the result of pursuing and achieving goals that matter to us personally. These goals may include starting a family, buying a home, or retiring early. Whatever they are, it's important to focus on what truly matters to us rather than simply chasing money. Otherwise, we may end up sacrificing the things that are most important to us in order to achieve financial success. Number 15. Never ignore pain signals. Our gut instincts often tell us what we need to hear, but we tend to ignore them. Whether it's a bad feeling about a new investment or a nagging concern about a business partner, our gut instincts can provide valuable insights if we listen to them. Ignoring these signals can lead to big mistakes, both in our personal lives and in our finances. So the next time you have a bad feeling about something, take a step back and listen to your gut. It may just be trying to tell you something important. Number 16. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy freedom. The ability to do what you want when you want without having to worry about money is priceless. Financial freedom gives us the ability to pursue our dreams without being held back by financial constraints. It gives us the chance to take risks and pursue our passions without having to worry about losing our job or our financial security. For me, financial freedom is the ultimate goal. And once you experience it, you realize that money really does buy happiness. Number 17. Do not depend on others for your happiness. This is a hard lesson to learn, but it's one that we must learn as soon as possible. We cannot expect others to make us happy. It's up to us to create our own happiness. This means taking responsibility for our own actions and choices and not blaming others when things don't go our way. It also means being grateful for what we have and not constantly wanting more. When we focus on the positive aspects of our lives and appreciate what we have, we become happier people. And that, ultimately, is what matters most. Number 18. More money does not necessarily mean more problems. While it's true that money can't buy happiness, it can certainly alleviate a lot of stress and anxiety. When you're struggling to make ends meet, every financial setback can feel like a major catastrophe. But when you have a healthy amount of savings and income, you're able to bounce back from setbacks much more easily. In fact, studies have shown that people with a higher income are actually less likely to report being stressed about money. Of course, this doesn't mean that more money is always better. There is such a thing as having too much money and becoming a target for scammers and other financial predators. But for most people, having more money does not mean more problems. Number 19. Managing your time is more important than managing your money. Time is the most valuable resource we have. Once it's gone forever. We can always make more money, but we can never make more time. This is why it's so important to manage our time wisely. We need to focus on activities that are truly important to us and that help us move towards our goals. This means saying no to things that are not a good use of our time and making sure we're spending enough time with loved ones. When we focus on managing our time wisely, we'll naturally be better at managing our money as well. Number 20. It's okay to be selfish. We've been conditioned to think that selfishness is a bad thing, but in reality, it's not. Selfishness is simply taking care of ourselves first. We can't take care of others if we're not taking care of ourselves first. This means making time for ourselves, setting boundaries and saying no when we need to. It also means not feeling guilty about taking care of ourselves. When we take care of ourselves, we're better able to take care of others. Number 21. Wealth is not evenly distributed. No matter how much we like to think otherwise, wealth is not evenly distributed. In fact, the vast majority of wealth is held by a very small percentage of the population. This is not necessarily a bad thing. The fact that wealth is not evenly distributed means that there is opportunity for anyone who is willing to work hard and take risks. It also means that we should not envy those who have more than us, but instead focus on our own goals. Number 22. We tend to overestimate our ability to predict the future. We like to think that we are pretty good at predicting what's going to happen in the future, but the reality is that we're really not. We're actually quite bad at it. We tend to think that we're more in control of our lives than we really are. And we often make decisions based on faulty reasoning and flawed logic. When it comes to investing, this can lead to some serious mistakes. Many investors try to time the market or pick winning stocks and funds, but the truth is that it's impossible to do this consistently. The best thing we can do is to invest in a diversified portfolio of assets and then hold on to it for the long term. Number 23. The present is always more important than the future. It's easy to get caught up in worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, but the truth is that the present is always more important. When we focus on the present, we're able to make better decisions and create the life we want. We're also better able to enjoy our lives and appreciate all the good things that come our way. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.